All right, it is time for the Super Bowl, and we are playing against the Texans. Now, before the Super Bowl, right now we're in the Pro Bowl window. We don't need to look at the Pro Bowl rosters. It doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and take a look anyways, see if any rookies made it. And I'm not seeing anything crazy in the NFC especially. Josh Reynolds made it because he was on the Buccaneers. Evan Ingram made it. Anyone else that was interesting? Sam Hubbard made it at 79. The Eagles, D-tackle. Tranquil, David Mitchell, the linebacker from the Eagles, the rookie. Anyone else? That looks like it's pretty much it. We do have a couple of upgrades, or at least we have one to Quentin Posey. We're going to upgrade his vertical threat, getting him almost up to an 80 overall without boosts. Upgrading his run block, finesse, short route, deep route, change of direction, catching traffic, and ball carrier vision. Did any of our players get a yearly award? I don't think they did. Surtain got one for Defensive Player of the Year and Corner. And so he's got an upgrade, and we're going to upgrade his zone. So now he's a 95 at every single category or higher. He gets an upgrade of +3 to zone. So I think his zone is now maxed out along with his man. No, he has 98 with the boost and 99 man right now. Just the beginning. Obviously, we were in the Super Bowl last year, and we did not win it versus the Chargers and Tom Brady. And this time we're playing a rookie quarterback. I think we have a good chance of winning this Super Bowl against the Texans. And here we are with the Super Bowl in sight at Allegiant Stadium, playing against the Houston Texans, led by none other than Cade Cody. Again, the 5'11 quarterback out of Arizona State, a rookie just like Jake Zimmer. This is possibly the first time two rookie quarterbacks have, it's definitely the first time two rookie quarterbacks have faced each other in the Super Bowl. And you can see here now that they're bringing out the Detroit Lions. Jake Zimmer basking in it. His first Super Bowl, obviously. Not the team's first Super Bowl. We still have some of that veteran leadership from the last Super Bowl kind of hanging over a little bit. We got some veterans that were there for our first season when we lost to the Chargers that can hopefully help us turn the tide in this game against the Texans and lead us to a victory. Again, we have a lot of rookies on this team making big contributions, including Quentin Posey as well, and Lionel Hibbert at halfback. And hopefully, like I said, again, the veterans can continue to lead these younger players in this big game. And we are getting ready for the kickoff. And we'll be kicking off to the Texans to start the game. Cade York on the kick. And here we go. The beginning of Super Bowl 57, I believe, as we kick off to the Texans. And on the return, DeAndre Joyner is going to go ahead and just kneel it to start out the game. And Cade Cody and the offense come out onto the field. Cade Cody, 37 touchdowns and 12 picks on the season with 4,200 passing yards. A very good stat line as a rookie. I'm kind of surprised he didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Again, looking at this Texans roster, Cade Cody, the quarterback out of Arizona State, 80 overall, 23 years old, 5'11" at quarterback. Joe Mixon, a 98 overall halfback now. Terry McLaurin, 98 overall. Michael Gallup and Joshua Palmer. And DeAndre Joyner, the rookie. And Joyner also has 99 speed. That's crazy. Darren Waller, 91 overall tight end. Their O-line looks pretty good. Their D-line, they got Von Miller. They got Javon Hargrave. Their middle linebackers, Quay Walker. They got Jamin Davis. Corners look okay. And then at free safety, they got Malik Hooker, and they got Jamar Johnson at strong safety. Now, first play of the game, we're going to dial up a blitz immediately in single back. I do not care. I want to get some pressure on Cade Cody immediately. He does have superstar abilities. Running up the middle is Joe Mixon, and Mixon goes down at the 27. Now they're in the gun. I think this is almost guaranteed to be a pass play. We're going to go ahead and, again, send Tariq Woolen on a blitz here. Watching underneath. Gets thrown over the top. A completion. A crazy catch from Terry McLaurin from the 44-yard line. Again, trying to get some pressure on Cade Cody if possible. Terry McLaurin just made an insane catch. It's a toss out to the left. Trying to get there. Christian Harris gets a little knocked off his block. And down to the 28. Nice little run play there from Joe Mixon on the toss. We brought Isaiah Simmons to come down a little bit in run support. They're running it again with Joe Mixon, and Mixon goes down at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 6 now from the 24-yard line. Running it again on the counter. We were not expecting that. And Joe Mixon throws down Surtain. Ryan Neal can't tackle him. Finally, Isaiah Simmons hits him out of bounds. And Joe Mixon, at 98 overall, is showing exactly what that kind of overall and that ability can do. Certainly boosted up a little bit. Getting the hit, Ryan Neal bringing Darren Waller down to 2. He almost got in the end zone on the first play there. Some bad coverage. Again, running it up the middle, and we missed the tackle. Ryan Neal, though, comes out, and it might be a fumble. We fall on it. DeMarcus Lawrence, Eric Stokes is injured in the back of the end zone. A lot happening on that play, and it will stand as a fumble. We are out here running the football. We're actually going to go ahead and pass it here. We got Quentin Posey on the double move. He gets wide open. And Quentin Posey down to the 45. A huge play by Quentin Posey. A great route. They brought one safety down. Could be cover 3 here. We're going to go ahead and do the play action. And it's man. Looks like cover 1. And Calvin Austin just drops it. And Eric Stokes is going to be out for the rest of the game with a bruised sternum. You'd think he'd be able to come back in the Super Bowl with a bruised sternum. It's a little bit weird he's sitting out the rest of the game. Posey underneath, holds on to it, picking up the first down. Some good blocks. Hebert picking up 4 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 6. Got Cordarrelle in the slot. Again, Cooper is out for this game. Got Jamison underneath. Jamison gets tackled just by Quay Walker, just short. It's going to be 3rd and 4. On 3rd and 4, we got a jumbo formation in here. We might have a run up the middle with Lionel Hebert, and we do, following Jamison's blocks. A great run by Hebert, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. A nice run by Hebert following Jamison's block on the outside. And the Texans had put together a nice little drive there before the fumble. And so now at the 25-yard line, in empty, playing base coverage here. What will Cade Cody do when he's got some pressure on him? The rookie quarterback. A big hit by Pat Hopkins. In single back now in a balanced formation. Bringing everybody down to press a little bit. We're playing underneath. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd and 3. A short yardage situation, and Darren Waller could not get that catch. Now 3rd and 3 in the same formation. And it looks like it's going to be a run here for Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon's going to be short, and they're going to have to punt it away. 1st and 10. Lionel Hebert on the carry and some good blocks. Getting it up to the 38. 2nd and 4 now. Scrambling outside, getting to the edge, and he might have some room to run. Finally getting taken down at the 44. Von Miller finally got that tackle, but in the gun again here. We got Cordarrelle one-on-one, trying to loft it up over the linebacker, but some good coverage, and Cordarrelle could not separate, surprisingly, on that play. 2nd and 10 now. We got Jamison on the post route, and don't have enough time. It's a fumble, and they recover it. A bad fumble from Jake Zimmer there. And that fumble now makes it 1st and 10 for the Texans at the 40. And they're in I form, and they've had a lot of success running the football. And we got to worry about Joe Mixon, but it's play action here. Throwing it underneath. Ryan Neal getting the big hit. Going to play some base cover 2, man. We got Christian Harris on the receiver. That's the only thing we really got to watch out for. And Darren Waller on the catch for the first down. 1st and 10 now from the 26. And Darren Waller open on the corner route. Christian Harris and Isaiah Simmons combined for the tackle finally. Now in empty. In a man blitz situation. The only thing I don't like about this again is they're probably just going to run a ton of slants. We're watching over the middle and a touchdown. A great pass by Cade Cody to Michael Gallup. And Gallup just kind of boxing out Patrick Surtain on that play. All tied up to start the second quarter. The same amount of yards even. Lionel Hebert on the run. Picking up a couple yards. 2 rookie quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if this has ever happened before. Okay, Calvin Austin, and it's intercepted. Austin on a bad route there. Didn't do a great job selling the outside to go back in on the post route. And a pick, and they're at the R25. Carlton Davis on the interception. Christian Harris on the sack. A great job. We were playing the run all the way, but as soon as we saw Cade Cody keep the ball, Christian Harris did a great job of getting that sack on him. And that's great, getting them a little bit further outside of the red zone now. Still got to play a couple more downs here to try to force them to a field goal, and they do pick up the first down immediately. Now in single back again with Joe Mixon out here. Bringing everybody down on the line of scrimmage. I expect a run. It's a pass. Throwing it over the middle to Gallup, and Gallup ends for another touchdown. Lovie Smith leading this team to the Super Bowl. Lionel Hebert on the run, and Juszczyk trying to make a block. Right now, we're not doing a great job of running the football, really, even though Lionel Hebert had a good couple of runs to start the game. Hebert, again, getting knocked short. 3rd and 8 now. They have all the momentum. 3rd and 8 on bench. We're going to try to rely on Quentin Posey. It looks like it's going to be man coverage. Tossing it up for Posey. He's got the one-on-one. He's got the outside, and he holds on to it down at the 40, and that connection is there between Jake Zimmer and Quentin Posey. A huge grab to keep us in this game. And Jake Zimmer just putting it on a string. A perfect pass, lofting it over the defender's head. Almost a hold there. Trying to get Jamison to run upfield. We just got to toss it away. 2nd and 10. We're going to do a little read option with Jamison here. It's a little keeper. Jake Zimmer following the blocks, getting to the edge, and picking up the first down. Not fumbling the ball. Doing a great job of securing that first. And Jamison is definitely a good decoy to have in the backfield for a read option. We're going to do it one more time. Again, they're biting on Jamison. This time we're going to slide. Don't want to chance the fumble. 2nd and 3 now. I could see another corner route being open here for Posey potentially. And it's open. He's got one-on-one with the safety. He cannot hold on. It gets intercepted, though. And right at the 1, and Calvin Austin on the tackle. I thought we had a one-on-one in that situation, but Brown did a great job of coming over and picking the ball off after the tip by Posey. Posey got his hands on it, but it was not a clean catch like I expected it to be. And Brown coming over and making us pay for throwing a jump ball up to Posey there. And that is a huge turnover. Now at 3 turnovers, we're really going to have to cut those down if we're going to have a chance of winning this game. Watching the outside. It gets intercepted immediately by Zion McCollum, our backup corner who's in the game, and he takes it in for a pick 6. Back-to-back interceptions and a huge play by Zion McCollum. You know, I'm not even sure how Zion McCollum was in on that play. Must have been subbing in for somebody. A little run up the middle by Joe Mixon, making Isaiah Simmons miss the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. Playing cover 1 here. We've got Isaiah Simmons playing coverage over the middle of the field. Joe Mixon running, it looks like a wheel, throwing a short in to Terry McLaurin, who beats Surtain. And Cade Cody in the backfield, an empty shotgun. Watching the short out, but on the zig route, Terry McLaurin gets wide open, beating Isaiah Simmons on the double move. And they've got a lot of momentum here. Still, we are tied up 14-14 on the halfback screen. Surtain trying to get to the outside. Can't get the tackle, but finally Isaiah Simmons and Kenneth Murray Jr. are there. Right now, Cade Cody doing a great job of making all the necessary throws. Again, we did not like him in the draft because he was not particularly fast or athletic, and he is very short. Joe Mixon with the first down pickup. No, it's going to be 3rd and 1. And the Texans use their first timeout with a minute remaining, but Cade Cody, despite not having the stature and the speed, has shown to be a very good quarterback in the NFL up to this point in his first season. And one-on-one, Christian Harris gets beat by Darren Waller for the touchdown. A great jump ball thrown by Cade Cody, and that's his 3rd passing touchdown of the game. And just Christian Harris just could not find the ball and looks like a fool here on this jump ball. Darren Waller with the touchdown makes it look easy. All right, 1st and 10 now. We desperately need to try and get a score here. We have all 3 timeouts. We got Jamison underneath on the double move. Picking up the first. We're going to use our first timeout. We probably should have used it earlier. See if Jamison could get open on the go. I doubt it. We do have Cordarrelle underneath. picking up yards. Call timeout. Now, this is our bread and butter play from earlier in the franchise last year. Bringing Posey over. And it looks like it's zone. Posey over the middle. Can he win this jump ball? He does grab it down to the 19. A huge catch from Posey, and Posey has been making those grabs all game for us. 1st and 10 from the 19. We need to get in the end zone on all of these shots. We do not have a lot of time here. Underneath, we got Jameson's across the field. Picks up the first, I think, and gets out of bounds. All right, 1st and goal now. We got Posey again on a corner route. We got to trust him this time. I know it resulted in a pick last time, but we got to trust him again here. Back corner of the end zone. He holds onto it for the touchdown and the tie before the end of the first half. Posey making everything happen on that drive, and it's tied up because of the rookie tight end. All right, last play before the end of the first half. Tied 21-21. We're just going to run the football with Joe Mixon, and Mixon goes down at the 29. They're going to call a timeout. Now 9 seconds remaining. 2nd and 6. They're actually going to pass the football here. Watching the short out. To start the second half, we get the ball. And, oh, tell me that we didn't step out. Okay, good. Got lucky. And Posey has caught almost every single ball for us in this game. Short out to Cordarrelle. And Cordarrelle picks up 4 yards. Going to run a little fake Philly here, which this defense might not be ready for. Lionel Hebert trying to get the edge, and we get to it and pick up the first at least. Nice run by Hebert, getting around the defense. Not really getting a block there. Right now we got Cordarrelle in the backfield. See what this is going to look like. We're going to send him out wide. Actually, he's going to be in the tight end spot again here. Underneath, we got the pass off to Calvin Austin. I don't know how that was accurate. I think it was because of the X factor. 2nd and 4 now. We got Antoine Andrews on the outside, almost intercepted, but it's going to be just tapped away. 3rd and 4 now after the incompletion. Just going to get a short pass off to Calvin Austin if possible. We got the short pass to him, almost gets intercepted again, and I think we actually had the pass to Posey there, but instead we're going to have to punt this ball away. I think we're probably just being a little too impatient there on that last play. I think the pass to Posey was probably there. We just felt like we had to force it to Calvin Austin. Watching the short out to Darren Waller. Instead, getting it to Terry McLaurin. And so far in this game, Cade Cody has outplayed Jake Zimmer. Cody with 3 TDs and 1 interception. Jake Zimmer with 1 touchdown and 2 picks. But really the star of this game, I feel like, aside from Cade Cody, has been Quentin Posey. Quentin Posey with the 130 receiving yards and 1 touchdown in the first half. An insane line from a rookie tight end. Halfback screen. Oh, and we only got Surtain over there. Can he make the tackle one-on-one? At least Isaiah Simmons comes over and helps him out a little bit. 1st and 10 now from the 44 in cover 3. Pat Hopkins dropping down, and it's a run by Mixon, and he's not going to pick up anything. 2nd and 10 now from the 44. Got Baron Browning in big nickel. We're watching McLaurin on the curl. We got a short curl, though, to Darren Waller, who picks up the first down. And, yeah, the reason why McCollum is in right now is because in big nickel we need 3 corners, and obviously Eric Stokes is out for the rest of the game with that bruised sternum. Throwing the out, and Palmer with the first down to the 16. Kind of beating cover 2 there. 1st and 10 from the 16. They're in the gun, and Mixon's there for the run, and Mixon finally gets taken down by Isaiah Simmons. And I feel like Cade Cody is like the perfect pro-style quarterback and how he likes to play right now, but the thing is, you wish Cade Cody was 6'4" instead of 5'11", but Mixon on the run almost gets the first and the touchdown. Finally gets brought down from behind. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. They're in the gun again. We're going to go into cover 2 and just play underneath coverage. I kind of expected it to be a run here. We're playing underneath, though, and Ryan Neal gets beat on the outside by Terry McLaurin for the touchdown. On the return is Cordarrelle, down by 1 touchdown in the Super Bowl. Can we... Oh, no, Cordarrelle fumbled it on the 20. That's a mistake that just cannot happen in a close game in the Super Bowl like that, and that's been an issue for Cordarrelle for some reason on kickoffs. I don't know why he's fumbling. He never fumbles when he's actually on offense as a running back. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, we got to try and get a stop here. Luckily, it's an inaccurate pass from Cade Cody. And Cody in this game, 4 TDs and 1 pick. We've got to make things more challenging for him. He is just dicing up this defense, but it's hard when we have a bunch of backups in. Hopkins is a backup in right now because Stokes is not in. Getting the completion to Michael Gallup. Gallup down. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Gallup is kind of one of those key red zone threats for them. He already has 2 touchdowns. I'm going to go ahead and do a man blitz here. And running it up the middle is Mixon. They pick up the first in the gun again. And nobody is on Mixon. That worries me a little bit. They're going to be running it up the right side. Mixon breaks 1 tackle and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, man. All right, we're down by 2 touchdowns. We still got plenty of time, but we had a chance to go and potentially tie it, but Cordarrelle fumbled the kick return. All right, Cordarrelle has been taken off of kick returns in favor of Moses Brackett, who has been pretty solid for us, and we're going to go ahead and just fair catch this, just be safe. And Jake Zimmer in the offense got to come out here down by 2 touchdowns with 35 points on the board from the Texans. We've made a couple adjustments to kind of players that are going to be in here. We got Moses Brackett on the field now. If you got a one-on-one on the outside, do we just risk it right now? And we get hit. We throw out of the sack here, and we're facing a lot of pressure right now. It's hard to see the play call. Jamison, though, one-on-one, getting pressed on the outside with perfect accuracy from Dots. We got to see if we can get this off to Jamison, and it's going to be too long for him, and Marquez Foster has an injury. 3rd and 10, we absolutely have to convert this. It's just hard to tell what the play call is even going to be. Throwing it underneath to Antoine Andrews. It gets intercepted. It was accurate. We tried to go back to the ball, but it was a little bit long, and Carlton Davis gets a free interception. And this is not going well. We have to get a stop now. Down 35-21 in single back. We got to get a stop on Cade Cody. And we get the sack by Tariq Woolen, a huge sack that puts them back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 15 now, out of the gun. We got to confuse Cade Cody a little bit more. Send a blitz off the left side. We're watching the curl underneath. Over the top. Almost gets intercepted by Zion McCollum, but he plays behind McLaurin, and McLaurin comes up with another huge catch. And McLaurin has been a problem for us all game. That was a prayer throw right there. That was a Brock Purdy throw up to like Deebo Samuel, and he just got bailed out. Terry McLaurin made a crazy play. Joe Mixon breaks off one of the tackles. Isaiah Simmons finally comes over and tackles him. 2nd and 1 now from the 27. They decide to pass here instead. We're all over it. They short out, is caught one-handed from the 14 now. We got to continue to bring people down into the box because their run game is so good. Worried about the run for sure here by Mixon. Mixon running it, pulling it out right, and Christian Harris finally taking him down at the 4. It's going to be 2nd and inches. And we've had a couple crucial turnovers down the stretch here that I cannot believe. That last interception by Jake Zimmer, I thought, it's perfect accuracy. He's in X Factor. I think there's no way that should have been an interception. Antoine Andrews made a adjustment on the route. And a short little out to Darren Waller is a touchdown. And now we're down by 3 scores. And we have got to be perfect for the rest of the game. All right, time to get as cheesy as we possibly can. Down 3 scores. Got to make something happen quickly here. Again, Moses Brackett over the middle. Almost gets intercepted again. And Posey has been our safety blanket all game. He has not been... Oh, another inaccurate ball to Antoine Andrews. And right now it feels like Jake Zimmer is cracking under the pressure a little bit. It's hard to tell what the play call even is because of this pressure. We got Antoine Andrews wide open, and it's another incomplete. We saw it late. We got forced out of the pocket immediately. What's the penalty going to be? We got bailed by roughing the passer. 1st and 10 now from the 40. Got Jamison in a one-on-one, tossing it up. It's another inaccurate ball because of the pressure. We got nobody over the middle, so we're going to go ahead and run it with Cordarrelle. Should be some free rushing yards as long as he does not fumble the ball. Sent Cordarrelle out in motion. Posey's wide open down the field. It gets tipped away at the last second. 2nd and 10 now. We got Moses Brackett underneath. Brackett Almost picks up the first. We're running out of time. Lindsley with an injury, holding his knee. He's limping off the field. 3rd and 1 from the 41. Got Antoine Andrews wide open underneath. Got to take that free first down. Again, it's hard without... But we got Jamison one-on-one. Oh, no, it's intercepted again. A really bad route there. And that might be the game. 4 interceptions for Jake Zimmer to 1 touchdown. And we are sorely missing Cooper Kupp. And now down by 3 scores. We're going to have to get a defensive touchdown if we want to have any chance of coming back in this game. Joe Mixon on the run. Taking him down immediately is DeMarcus Lawrence. PCL sprain from Corey Lindsley. He's out for the rest of the game. Cannot get much worse here. Getting absolutely crushed in the Super Bowl after crushing our way through the playoffs. 2nd and 10 now. Joe Mixon, gain of 1. Now we got to get the stop on 3rd and 9. Got to get the stop. We know it's a pass. It's a read option keeper. Oh my God, get to him. We stopped him. It's 4th and 1, just barely getting to him. And they're going to punt it. Luckily for us. Oh my God, Cade Cody almost just ended our season. Almost just ended the game basically. Moses Brackett on the return. Trying to get out to the edge. He's got speed. Did a good job getting up to the 44. Damon Clark with an injury now. Okay, here we go. We're in pistol here. We're going to try to not force anything. We just got to get points. Jake Zimmer on the keeper. Gets tackled from behind. Okay, we're moving everything over to the left here. Again, running out of time. We got to go fast, fast, fast. Jamison, speed up. Come on. Oh my God. Snap the ball. Snap the ball. Posey on the corner, and a very inaccurate pass. I'll be honest, I don't know what's happened to Jake Zimmer's accuracy in this game, but all of a sudden he cannot throw an accurate ball to save his life. Antoine Andrews, and it's tipped away. And, you know, kind of the things that have helped Jake Zimmer all season, the defense and the running game, have kind of been taken away from him here. In the short to Jamison. Jamison holds on to it, luckily. And having, you know, additional weapons on the field has been really nice for Jake Zimmer this season. And not having that, you can see kind of the effect it's had on our passing game. The reason why the run's not really there is just because we have to score so quickly. We cannot afford to run the football. You know, we're playing from behind. We have to pass, so we have to rely on the pass no matter what. We cannot be running the ball at all right now. Jamison on the post again and holds onto it for the touchdown. And we have to go for an onside here. And see what A.J. Cole can cook up. And they get it. See if we can force a big hit of some sort. No. We're going to go ahead and run commit with Joe Mixon down there. And Joe Mixon goes down quickly. We're going to start using our timeouts. We have another opportunity to get an onside, but we have to get one of them. So we didn't get the first one. We have to get the second one. We have to get a stop here, too. Joe Mixon gets tackled from behind again. 3rd and 14 now. Could possibly be a pass. I doubt it, though. It's another run from Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon goes down. And they're taking the field goal here. Let's see if they make it. If they make it, this game is over. But it's at the 46. This would be a really deep field goal. And they miss it. And that does give us the chance to come out here and at least try to go for a touchdown and then go for an onside kick. Throwing it over to Jamison. A nice throw by Jake Zimmer. Running to the right and throwing back across his body. Obviously a dangerous pass. Following Lionel Hebert. Hebert picks up some yards. We got to get moving faster, though. We can't be running the football all too much. We got Posey one-on-one on the outside. An inaccurate pass. We got Jamison on the wheel route. I don't love it. We got Antoine Andrews, though, over the middle. We got to move fast. Got to move fast. We don't got a lot of time. We got Posey on another corner route. And he's beat his man. Oh, but he got bumped. Antoine Andrews should be open over the middle here. And he was. We just needed an extra half second. Okay, we got Cordarrelle for the touchdown. Over the middle, nice route run by him out of the backfield. And now it all comes down to this. We have to get an onside kick with 20 seconds left. The odds of this happening are so low. You just gotta hope. Gotta hope. I almost would rather sim this, but we have to go for it. The season on the line in the Super Bowl. And this is the final shot we got. And they clean recover it. Can we force a fumble? And Terry McLaurin is sure-handed. And I can't believe we're going to lose another Super Bowl. And this game was just all because the offense could not hold on to the ball and make anything happen up until the fourth quarter. We had 4 interceptions, 21-21 at half, and then they went on a 21-0 run to take that 42-21 lead. And that is the game. And I made fun of Cade Cody out of the draft. I made fun of him being 5'11". I made fun of him not being very good, and the Texans taking him. And the Texans, after losing Ryan Tannehill, come back and actually make it to the Super Bowl with Cade Cody beating the Chargers on the way there, and they end up beating us to win the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to lie, this is probably the most pain I have felt after a Super Bowl loss. I thought we had this one for sure. Instead, Jake Zimmer has potentially his worst game of his career. You guys saw it. He had a lot of passes that were just thrown out of bounds or overthrows, or again, I still don't understand the play where Antoine Andrews is wide open and we stop and readjust the ball, try to catch it, and then it's thrown over Antoine Andrews' head and the safety picks it off. That play almost always works, where you stop and you kind of just jump ball it so you're in front of the safety instead of it being an incompletion. And we got to look at the stats after this game as well. Looking at the stats, Jake Zimmer with 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. A horrible game for him. Cade Cody, on the other hand, 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. Only 4 incompletions in this game. Had a near-perfect performance. Joe Mixon, 20 carries for 100 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry. Hebert had himself a good game, too. We couldn't run it enough with him because we were down. But he played very well. 8 yards per carry, a touchdown. Joe Mixon, 1 touchdown. Receiving-wise, Quentin Posey had all of his catches in the first half. He had 5 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown in the first half. He had no catches in the second half. I think that's probably the main reason why we lost by so much. Or, I mean, we only lost by a touchdown, but why we fell down so quickly in the second half is he didn't get involved at all. Terry McLaurin with 7 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown. Darren Waller with 2 TDs. Jameson with 6 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown. Michael Gallup, 2 TDs. Antoine Andrews, 2 catches. Moses Brackett, 2 catches. Cordarrelle, 3 catches and a touchdown. But again, missing Cooper Kupp was a big hit to this offense. And Posey could only do so much. He did it all in the first half. In the second half, he kind of disappeared. But it's not really his fault. He's just a rookie tight end. Christian Harris with 14 tackles and a sack from Tariq Woolen, Christian Harris, and DeMarcus Lawrence. And 1 interception from Zion McCollum. Patrick Surtain surprisingly not making any plays. Isaiah Simmons with an interception, a forced fumble. And again, missing Eric Stokes for the entire game basically also hurt. And Zion McCollum had the pick 6 that got us back into the game early as well. And so Zion McCollum, after the game, gets an upgrade, boosting him up to a 70 overall. And we've got a lot of big decisions to make in the offseason to, again, try to make that run to the Super Bowl and win the whole thing. We've made the Super Bowl twice in a row now. And really, I almost feel like we're the Buffalo Bills when they went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lost every time. That just can't happen for us. Damon Clark, going to upgrade him to a 70 overall, boost his run stopping. He went out with an injury, but he looks like he's healthy now. Derek Young getting an upgrade, going to boost his playmaker. And that's going to upgrade his break tackle, catch and traffic, medium route, short route, spin move. That's nice to see. Jake Zimmer getting another upgrade despite having a really bad game. Going to upgrade his strong arm. And that boosts his throw accuracy deep, mid, and throw under pressure, which we desperately need. Almost up to 80 throw accuracy deep. Tariq Woolen getting an upgrade. We're going to boost his man a little bit more. Now he's up to an 82, or he's still up to an 82. Gets a boost to man and zone. Christian Harris getting an upgrade, almost up to a 74 overall finally. or 75 overall finally, but he's up to a 74 now. Play rec, tackle, and zone. Antoine Andrews is going to boost his deep threat still. Antoine, it really came on throughout the season, up to a 73 overall now. Gets a boost to release and spectacular catch and excel. It's pretty important for him. His deep route is pretty good now. His medium is pretty poor, but he is slowly becoming, our wide receiver 3 permanently. Trying to take it away from Calvin Austin. Troy Anderson getting an upgrade, going to boost his field general, and probably going to end up getting rid of him in the offseason. And so now we are in the offseason, and we've got a lot of things to work on. First and foremost, I think the number one priority in the offseason is making sure to re-sign Tariq Woolen, who would not re-sign with us normally. We're going to have to franchise tag him. But we're going to do that in the next episode. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the Super Bowl versus the Texans. And, it was not the result we wanted. We lost to the Chargers in the first Super Bowl. This Super Bowl, we lost to the Texans. And we're going to have to do some retooling for sure. It's not a rebuild, it's a retool. And we're going to have to change some things around to make sure that this doesn't happen again. We cannot be losing in the Super Bowl. We have to, if we make the Super Bowl, we got to win, especially when we have the home playoff games throughout the entirety of the playoffs. We have the 1 seed secured, so we don't even have to play in the wild card. Yeah, no. Definitely disappointing. I feel just like the Buffalo Bills right now. Thank you guys so much for watching anyways, and peace.